Now let's talk football a bit. Let's do a bit of football. Let's talk a bit about the Black Stars. They actually disappointed the whole of the nation. We were, in as much as they keep disappointing us, lots of people were looking forward to them winning this particular match against Sudan. Some people also had a different mindset. But with all, no, I feel like it was still a win for Ghana because the coach for the Sudanese team is Ghanaian.
Oh. How is it a win for Ghana?
Because the coach is Ghanaian.
How is it a win for Ghana?
So a Ghanaian led.
How does it come to Ghana Football Association?
A Ghanaian led the Sudanese team to score.
So it means we are still not doing anything better here.
So in as much as we didn't score, we didn't win the match. No, still Ghana is in the headline. Also, Chris.
So they use Ghana.
How is it looking like for the Black Stars?
To win us?
Because we are trying to get to the World Cup, right?
No, African Cup.
African Cup, sorry. So how is it looking for us?
It's a daunting task. It's a huge one because as it stands now, the Angolans have already qualified. Yes. And
it's calculations in the
Sudan are in second position with 7 points.
They need
1 point from the 2 matches left for them to play, and they are good to go. Yes, Ghana now would want to win the rest of their matches left and expect that Sudan lose all their matches.
It's not happening.
And Sudan, from where I sit and what I have seen of them, I think it will be difficult for me to say that they will not be able to get 1 point out of the 2 matches left because they are going to play Niger, they are going to play Angola. I watched their game against Angola and it had to take a last-minute goal from Angola to be able to score or outscore the Sudanese. Yes, and Angola were playing at home. And so, in fact, it's a daunting task. It's more difficult. The thing is that Ghana does not have their destiny in their own hands again. Their destiny now depends on what happens in the matches that Sudan are going to play.
But this thing has been happening for over 5 years now.
I mean, the calculation.
Yes, as our destiny being dependent on
normal.
Somebody. Exactly.
It's normal in football. I mean, especially. But the thing is that once you get opportunity, the best thing for you to do is to just kill it. And then you have your destiny in your own hands. So right now, Sudan doesn't need, or they don't need Angola to score or to lose. They don't care. Right now, everything is in their hands. Sudan would have to get a point at least in 2 of the matches left, and they are gone. Ghana will now hope that Sudan don't win any or even get a draw in any of the matches left for them. And Sudan are going to play Niger. They are going to play Angola. Ghana,
there's a chance somewhere there.
Ghana, we are yet to travel to Angola. We are yet to. They came down here and won against Ghana.
They are going to their home.
And we would have to go there. Yes, I think in 2023, we played them and it was a draw. So, I mean, we can still go there and do something. But from what I have seen of the Black Stars in the matches that they have played, I am a bit skeptic. I'm a bit skeptic in trying to say that we can do something. I'm a bit skeptic in trying to say that the Black Stars of Ghana can do something. It's just unfortunate. It's a daunting task, especially bringing in, a coach from Dortmund who we thought. I mean,
so I was coming right to the coach because right now it looks like. I feel like this is the first Ghanaian coach whose appointment has caused so much controversies and so much outrage from the people. If not the most, well, maybe one of the coaches where Ghanaians are not so happy with his appointment and his work so far. And before you come in, do you think it's about time we just let him go? Because people have been calling for that.
Well, that has been happening over the years and we haven't had results. You understand? We have been changing coaches. Change the players. We changed Chris Hughton not too long ago.
In January.
Yes.
He was Chris's assistant.
No. Chris was the technical advisor
Okay.
when he was the
exactly.
coach.
All right.
During the World Cup.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And then later, Chris took over. He wasn't part of
All right.
Chris's team.
Okay.
But Chris was part of his team.
All right.
Not really part, but
He was the advisor. He was never even at the dugout.
yes.
He was always up there
Exactly.
talking to them about
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. So for me, I don't think immediately that will be the solution. That whoever comes in, it's not somebody who is going to cause any magic to happen, because our destiny is not in our hands. You understand? So we only have to hang out to him and hope that things get better. You know, the thing is, it's yes.
Blasters.
Okay. Yeah,
You see
blasters.
what you do?
Giving people
you
heart
see,
attack
like,
and
you
headaches
see what
and
you
all
people
that.
do to us. You people, you see what you do to. Willie, let's go. Before I start.
When
Use
it
your
comes to
mind.
the Black Stars, this storm has been coming since 2019. We all saw it, but we just kept laughing and felt to obey. In the
just playing around it.
in the last 5 years, we have changed 6 coaches.
That's
Maybe
too
we
bad.
just don't know. We had Kwesi Appiah in 2019, entering 2020. His contract ended. Just renew it for the man. He said no because he was not calling the FA president's player, whose name is Benatete, because he was not adding the player.
Was that the official reason?
The man before he became the GFA president was always sitting on TV complaining why that boy wasn't called, because the boy was a good player. It happened several occasions, and you've been complaining about someone, and you get the nod to head and become the person's boss. And before the person's contract ends, you don't renew it for the person. And the new coach that comes starts calling the player you're talking about. Isn't that foul play? Now, you bring CK Akono. CK Akono comes in. CK plays a couple of games. CK's level is not on Kwesi Appiah's level. And CK lost one match in South Africa during COVID situations where some players couldn't travel to South Africa. You sacked CK because he lost his game. And you came and did a press conference and told us that you brought the man who sent us 2010 World Cup, the man who was the glorious man, Milovan Rajevac. And this is not Matra Emakwe. If the DJ finds it, if the producer finds it, you play it for me. It's not Matra Emakwe. Do you understand Matra Emakwe in Ghana? This is not try and error. This is quality work. He sent us to our West AFCON in 2021. We left in the group stages. Now, we said, okay, we need an interim coach to play the Nigeria game. The 2 leg that will lead us to the World Cup. We played, and the coach notes didn't win a game. He had a draw here and went there, and miraculously, Francis Ozoho, the Nigerian goalkeeper, God will punish him wherever he is. He made a mistake and considered that fake shot from Thomas Partey. I can tell you, no Nigerian will forgive that goalkeeper up to date. Francis Ozoho.
No Nigerian.
No Nigerian will forgive him. They considered, and they ended in a 1-1 draw. So automatically, away goal sends us to the World Cup. We went to the World Cup, and it was shambolic. In our last game,
Flabbergasted.
it was shambolic because we all felt, but Otto, why? Otto is not a coach. I shouldn't even say a trainer scout because he's not a scout. I think his job at Dortmund was the talent something.
Yeah, the talent.
He was not the scout, like
talent coach.
Talent coach.
Yes,
so probably.
he was
So what's the
responsible.
difference?
The difference
Scout
was
and a talent coach.
if Haaland is being brought to the team,
Okay.
he's the one who is going to be close to him, have conversations with him, make him familiarize himself with the environment. He doesn't come to the dugout too. He's not even part of those who sit down there. He's somewhere. Sometimes they might even play a game and he's not even at the stadium, but he's part of the team. You give this man our national team, he goes to the World Cup, and after losing Sal, he comes and says that I can't coach the national team again. I don't see my future with Ghana, blah, blah, blah. So he wants to leave. He leaves the job. No problem. Now, we believe Chris Hughton is one man who, in the Premier League, even we noticed that he was very defensive-minded and tried his best in everything he could to play a defensive game. When he took the national team, it was evident that we were not playing beautiful football. But at the end of every game in our qualifiers, we would have a Malam goal that would take us through. It happened more than 3 times.
We're scoring last minute.
Last minute goals. It was working.
And I think we were able to score 5 goals in the last qualifiers.
Yes,
we played.
until we went to play in America, where he was exposed with the 4 goals. And they were like, "God, this coach, we don't like him. If Otto has stayed, the team would even be better with Otto." Blah 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 blah. We went to the AFCON and things happened. Even though he didn't really play that bad, he had 2 draws, 1 lose. So if it was on a graph, it means he was on a track of doing something because we were not conceding a lot of goals. Now you say, okay, now that man should go. We are going to bring back Otuado because he sent us to the World Cup. He played 2 qualifiers that he didn't win. Now he came in his first game, 2 friendly games. He didn't even win those 2 games too. It was a draw against Uganda and a lose to Nigeria. He played, he came, we were like, okay, this man can do the job. And it has been evident that he is not cut fit for the job. The FA president in a serious country is supposed to resign. In any serious country.
Oh, why?
When you remember when Algeria went to the AFCON?
But we haven't gone to AFCON.
When the Algerians went to the AFCON, what happened? He was sacked under your administration. You've gone to if it was a graph, look at it. Under your administration, you've gone to 2 AFCONs. You've left in the group stages, and now you are on the verge of not even qualifying for the next one. What failure is above this failure? If it was you understand, there was a point where it was our birthright to play in the finals. In Ghana, it was a point where if we don't make it to the semi-finals, we are calling our boys a waste. We're insulting Asamoah. We're calling him all sort of names. But today, you are even struggling to even play the qualifiers. It tells you how low your team has come. And in a serious country, you remember what happened in Nigeria in 2014 or 15 when they dissolved the entire FA. That is what is supposed to happen. Because we have the players, but again, there is let me make money. But
then, the kind of performances we saw of these Black Stars team the last time, Salisu. You saw Salisu and the way he played.
Listen, does the team have a psychologist?
No.
That's the point.
Obviously, it should have.
The Black Stars doesn't have.
Per standard.
There was Professor Minta.
The Black Stars doesn't have. I remember recently I was watching a TikTok live where did I use brother Rahim? You know Rahim? Rahim and a couple of guys were having talks, and he was like, he's disappointed that the team doesn't even have a psychologist. Because you look at what happened to his brother at the World Cup. When he missed that penalty, the second half he didn't come into the game. If there was a proper psychologist over there, and it even affected his career up until when he went to Le Havre and he's been able to lift himself up again.
So for me, I think that some of our boys also didn't live up to expectation. You know,
we have to be honest about this.
And Ghana has come to the level where our star player is someone who plays for West Ham. No, and in Ghana, we
how many times did we have to even beg Salisu to come and play for the Black Stars of Ghana?
Our star boy plays West Ham. In Ghana, where we've had Sule Muntari, Michael Essien,
and I'm saying,
play at the Champions League finals.
And I'm saying that
we have a West Ham player bragging on us.
How many times? How many times did we even have to beg Mohammed Salisu to come and play for the Black Stars of Ghana?
You, Papa.
And then he came. What did he play?
We saw him the last time.
We saw his performance. The Salisu conversation is something that maybe
he was the one who warning journalists.
You see, I feel Salisu is one player who has grown in the system of playing the 3-back too much. In Ghana, we don't play 3-back. So every player accustoming himself to that sort of system would always be a challenge for him.
But not basic defensive duties.
Sometimes I feel.
Not basic defensive. You are a defender,
and he intentionally put a muscle. He intentionally put a muscle after the game. You see, sometimes but we have to be honest.
Like the two of you.
But Ghana has come to the point where do you know our goalkeeper? Atizigi. He's always catching fish.
So
that guy can't catch a ball in his whole life.
Richard Ofori. Atizigi or Richard Ofori?
Ofori's on they fool juju on his eyes. But Atizigi,
I'm sure Chris is going to go for Atizigi. Because he's a Rasta.
I don't
he's a Rasta man.
No, it's not because I'm a Rasta man.
But
Ofori, no.
Do you know?
Looking at what happened the last time, I'll
listen.
go.
But let's not forget that Ofori once was one of our best.
He said
goalkeepers.
once.
He played,
But he no
Yes,
longer
once.
is.
You see
He
the
no longer is.
you see the AFCON that
Atizigi.
you see the AFCON that we went and were eliminated in the group stages. Do you know throughout the whole qualifiers, he was the goalkeeper and didn't concede even a goal. He was injured. He didn't come for that tournament. The next tournament, he had a chance to be at. If you look at the goals he conceded, I sit back and I'm like, yo, Richie, what is going on? He's my friend. Personally, he's a family friend. So I'm like, Richie, like,
why? What's up?
Why would he concede such goals? Because he's so good. But at his own,
Richie,
it is normal that
Richie,
I want to go that.
This no be Links Entertainment.
No, but honestly, if the level of the Black Stars is a goalkeeper like Atizigi, then we are in trouble.
Atizigi, that's where we St. Gallen, no?
St. Gallen tournaments, but what league is that? That league.
So this time pick you.
I feel we have
Ghanaian?
a lot of local goalkeepers.
But you have
Jojo Wallacott. Wallacott has not been bad.
Trying to say that is what we have on.
Now you see, Wallacott is also not a dependable option.
It looks like our alternatives are also not any good.
Because
so
our leg is bad.
We would have to.
I think we have to
stick
go
to the
forward.
ones that we
They
have.
should just dissolve Ghana Black Stars.
Oh,
Honestly.
yeah, I think rebuilding
I
is
lost.
better.
I lost.
But rebuilding doesn't mean
I
to
lost
dissolve
hope in
it.
Ghana
Yeah,
Black
everybody-
Stars.
you know, everybody should go.
2008, right?
Everybody
That's
should
when
go.
I lost. That's it.
Everybody should go and
me.
they would be able to use stats. At least if we played against Sudan and we use, you see, the Mediama players and Samatex players and they scored us, wouldn't complain like we are complaining now. But week in, week out, I watched Semenyo play for Bournemouth and score wonderful goals. I watched Kudus, but I won't even mention his name. We watch
They
good
should
players.
kill themselves for Ghana.
We watch
Is that what
good
you're
players.
saying?
No, but you are playing football. You are defending your nation.
Which
One reason
one?
I love
Which one?
Andrea Ayew. Andrea Ayew would always tell you that playing for your nation is an honor. That's why they die you at a point. Every time he played for Ghana, he had a cut. He wanted to show you that he was fighting. Also, almost he's bleeding. He's fighting for his nation. But with these boys, we have Mohammed Kudus. He will hold the ball and as a brand, I won't mention the name. He will eat that
It's okay.
and then he will drink the one with sugar inside. How can you play football with this? Mohammed Kudus. Oh,
He begs.
Star boy. Yes, our star boy plays for West Ham.
apologized anyway.
Yeah, so
Our
yes,
star boy
our star boy has already
But please,
apologized.
I'm just giving you something. Look at Ghana. At a point, we had Sule Muntari, who was playing in the Champions League final with Inter Milan, Michael Essien and Chelsea, and Real Madrid. We saw Kelvin Prince Boateng do a lot at AC Milan. Steven Appiah, Juventus. We've seen better players. We've seen better people. And now we have a West Ham player who is not even making league table.
This is your level
And he's
now.
bluffing us.
This is your level now.
That's
You
the
should
level of
understand.
Ghana right now.
This is your level now.
What
We
is
are
your
just saying,
Hey,
hey,
this is your
did you
level
watch
now.
2010 World
Let us
Cup?
say you. Let
but
us
this is
say
your
you.
level
Look at
now.
what Olele was doing in the
Cool down,
post.
cool down,
And
cool
now we have Atisigi diving like a fish.
Please get him 1 can mineral water, so
Please,
he
Melissa,
comes.
throw one for me.
So he calms
Cool
down,
down,
and
cool
then
down, cool
we
down,
wrap
cool
up with our conversation. So as you have seen, it's getting heated in the studio already. But let us also hear from you. Do you think the Black Stars of Ghana can get to AFCON? We are just asking. Let us know your thoughts with the current state of things at the Black Stars of Ghana. It's some way, but then how we go do we can just only hope and pray that things only get better.